Imagine drinking something so simple, yet powerful enough to support your artery health in ways most people never hear about. What if 1 cup a day could help your blood flow better, calm inflammation, and protect your heart without expensive pills or complicated routines? It sounds almost unbelievable, right? But millions of people live with clogged arteries without even knowing it. And the truth is, the body often starts warning us long before a doctor ever does. Today, I'm going to share a natural, affordable drink many people overlook, a drink backed by surprising science, ancient traditions, and modern studies, yet rarely discussed in everyday conversations. Most of us think artery problems only come with age, stress, or heavy eating. But the real story is deeper. Kate doesn't build overnight. It grows quietly, slowly, and often without symptoms. By the time people notice something is wrong, the damage has already been building for years. But here's the twist. Most people never discover your daily habits. Even the small ones can influence how your arteries behave. Some foods and drinks have compounds that support cleaner arteries, healthier blood flow, and better circulation. And one particular drink stands out as one of the most promising. In this video, you're going to learn what that drink is, why it's powerful, and how it works inside your body. You'll learn the surprising science behind it, the kind of research that often stays buried in journals instead of reaching the public. You'll hear about antioxidants your body desperately needs, natural compounds that protect your artery walls, and everyday mistakes that silently worsen blood flow. Most important, you'll understand how this one drink fits into the bigger picture of heart health and why so many people underestimate its potential. And here's the real reason you should watch until the end. I'm not just telling you the name of the drink. Anyone can do that. I'm taking you step by step into the science, the logic, and the lesser known details that make this drink unique. You deserve to know how it works, not just what it is. You'll learn why certain drinks support healthy arteries, what effect they may have on cholesterol, why antioxidants matter, and how your body reacts to them. You'll discover what time of day to drink it for the best impact, how much is enough, and what you should avoid combining it with. These are details people rarely mention, but they make all the difference. Many viewers tell us they've heard general advice like eat healthy, avoid fried foods, or exercise more. But almost no one explains what actually happens inside your arteries during those choices. Almost no one talks about the silent inflammation happening inside the blood vessels. Almost no one explains how oxidative stress damages artery walls. Almost no one tells you that certain natural compounds can help protect those walls before the damage becomes serious. And even fewer talk about simple everyday drinks that can support that process. This video brings those hidden details into the light. By the end, you'll understand why this 1 cup drink has gained attention in modern research, how ancient cultures used it long before modern medicine, and why it continues to appear again and again in heart health discussions. You'll also learn the realistic part, the limitations, the misconceptions, and why some people expect too much too fast. No magic cures here, just real honest information that can help you make better choices for your body. And there's another reason to stay with me. I'll also share the biggest mistakes people make when trying to improve artery health, mistakes that cancel out all the good habits. Most people don't realize how a small daily choice can block progress. But once you understand these traps, avoiding them becomes easy, and that alone can give your heart a huge advantage. If you want your heart to beat stronger, your blood flow to feel smoother, your energy to stay stable, and your body to age gracefully, then watching this full video may be one of the simplest steps you can take today. Every minute you spend here gives you knowledge that can protect you for years. And knowledge is something no pill can replace. So settle in, stay curious, and let's explore the science, the mystery, and the surprising truth behind this 1 cup drink. By the time we're done, you'll know exactly why it deserves a place in your daily routine and why so many people overlook it. Welcome to our channel. If you enjoy simple science based health tips and natural ways to support your body, make sure you hit the subscribe button and tap the like button. It helps us share this information with more people just like you. Now, let's begin. Clogged arteries sound like something that only happens to older people, but the truth is far more surprising. This process can begin quietly in almost anyone, at almost any age, inside your body. Your arteries act like long, flexible highways that carry oxygen rich blood to every organ. They're supposed to stay smooth, open, and elastic. But over time, tiny particles of fat, cholesterol, and calcium can start sticking to the inner walls. At first, it's almost invisible, just a thin layer. But day after day, meal after meal, stress after stress, that thin layer can grow into something thicker, harder, and far more dangerous. This buildup is called plaque, and once it forms, it slowly narrows the pathway your blood needs to travel. Hence, most people don't feel anything when this starts. There is no pain, no warning sign, no alert going off inside your chest. Your body simply works harder to push blood through the tightening space. Imagine squeezing a garden hose. The pressure inside increases and the flow becomes weaker. The same thing happens inside the arteries. Your heart must pump with more force than before, and this extra effort quietly raises your blood pressure. High blood pressure isn't just a number on a machine, it's a sign that your heart is struggling against resistance every single day. As plaque grows, it becomes more than just an obstacle. It turns into a threat. These hardened deposits can damage the artery walls, making them less flexible. Healthy arteries expand and relax easily, but clogged ones become stiff, like old pipes that can't bend anymore. And when arteries can't expand properly, blood flow suffers even further. Every organ, your brain, kidneys, heart, even your limbs, starts receiving less oxygen than it needs. Over time, this lack of blood flow can lead to fatigue, dizziness, chest pressure, or in serious cases, sudden heart problems. But here's the most frightening part. Clogged arteries often go unnoticed until something dramatic happens. Many people discover they have plaque only after a major event like a heart attack or stroke. A tiny piece of plaque can break off, travel through the bloodstream, and block a smaller artery. In the heart, this causes a heart attack. In the brain, it can trigger a stroke. One small blockage can change everything within minutes. This is why understanding clogged arteries matters so much. It's not just about cholesterol levels or numbers in a test. It's about what's happening silently inside your blood vessels every single day. Once you understand the process, you can take steps to protect yourself before the damage becomes serious. When most people think about improving their artery health, they imagine strict diets, heavy workouts, or expensive medications. But what surprises many is that certain natural drinks, simple everyday ingredients, can play a supportive role in keeping arteries healthier. These drinks aren't magic, and they're certainly not miracle cures, but they contain compounds that the body recognizes and uses in powerful ways. For centuries, different cultures have turned to specific juices, teas, and herbal mixtures, not just for flavor, but because they noticed improvements in energy, blood flow, and overall vitality. Today, modern research is beginning to look closer at why these traditions existed in the first place. Inside many of these drinks are antioxidants, vitamins, plant compounds, and natural chemicals that help calm internal inflammation. Inflammation is at the heart of many artery problems. When artery walls become irritated, tiny injuries form. That's where plaque starts sticking. If inflammation stays high, the plaque keeps growing. but natural anti-inflammatory compounds can help soothe these irritated areas and create a healthier environment inside the blood vessels. That's one of the first reasons certain drinks have become so popular for heart support. Another benefit comes from how some drinks influence cholesterol levels. Not all cholesterol is bad, your body needs it. But the type known as bad LDL cholesterol is the troublemaker. When LDL is too high, it can slip into damaged artery walls and start forming plaque. Some natural drinks contain ingredients that may help lower LDL levels or prevent it from oxidizing, a chemical reaction that makes LDL even more harmful. When LDL is kept in check, the arteries have a better chance of staying clear. Improved blood flow is another advantage. Certain drinks help blood vessels relax, allowing blood to move more freely. When vessels relax, pressure drops, circulation improves, and the heart doesn't have to struggle. Over time, even small improvements in blood flow can make a noticeable difference in how the body feels, especially in people dealing with fatigue or poor circulation. But here's where things get interesting. Even though many traditions and communities praise these drinks, scientific opinions are not always aligned. Some studies show promising results, while others call for more research. The human body is complex, and artery health depends on many factors: diet, sleep, genetics, stress levels, and lifestyle. So, even if a drink contains helpful compounds, it won't undo poor habits or years of unhealthy living. That's why experts often highlight the same message. These natural drinks can support the process, but they cannot replace it. They assist, they don't cure. Still, the idea that something as simple as a cup of a natural drink can contribute to better artery health is both fascinating and empowering. It reminds us that small choices add up and that the body often responds to gentle, consistent support more than dramatic solutions. Now let's talk about the drink itself, the simple one cup option that has gained attention for its potential to support artery health. The drink is pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice, not a sugary blend, not a flavored mix, but the real rich, deep red juice made directly from pomegranate seeds. This drink has been used in traditional wellness practices for centuries, long before modern science had the tools to understand why it seems so powerful. And today, researchers are finally discovering what earlier cultures seemed to know instinctively. This fruit carries compounds that the body responds to in remarkable ways. Pomegranate juice stands out because it's packed with antioxidants, not just average antioxidants, but extremely potent ones like punicolagens and anthocyanins. These compounds work inside the body to reduce oxidative stress, a process that quietly damages artery walls over time. When oxidative stress increases, the arteries become irritated, inflamed, and more vulnerable to plaque buildup. But when antioxidants flood the bloodstream, they help neutralize the unstable molecules that cause this damage. This protective effect is one reason pomegranate juice continues to appear in conversations about heart and artery health. Another interesting aspect is how pomegranate juice influences inflammation. Chronic, low level inflammation inside the arteries is a major factor in plaque formation. It's not loud or dramatic, you can't feel it happening, but it slowly injures the artery lining, creating tiny openings where cholesterol can slip in. The anti-inflammatory properties in pomegranate juice help soothe these irritated areas, giving the artery walls a better chance to stay strong and stable. This calming effect can contribute to smoother blood flow and a healthier internal environment. The natural compounds in pomegranates may also help prevent LDL cholesterol, the so-called bad cholesterol, from oxidizing. When LDL becomes oxidized, it becomes stickier and more likely to attach to artery walls. Preventing this oxidation process is a quiet but important step in supporting long term artery health. This doesn't mean pomegranate juice erases cholesterol or melts away plaque, but it can help reduce the harm LDL might cause as it circulates through the bloodstream. While pomegranate juice is the star of this video, it's not the only drink with potential benefits. Beetroot juice, with its natural nitrates, can help blood vessels relax. Green tea contains catechins that support healthy cholesterol levels. And citrus based drinks provide vitamin C, which also works as an antioxidant. But among all these options, pomegranate juice is often highlighted because its antioxidant levels are unusually high and its effects have been studied more extensively. Still, the focus here remains on pomegranate juice because it brings together a powerful combination of antioxidant strength, anti inflammatory potential, and protective compounds that work naturally with the body. It's simple, accessible, and easy to add to a daily routine, and sometimes the simplest habits create the biggest impact over time. When we look at what science and research say about artery supporting drinks, the story becomes even more interesting. Pomegranate juice, for example, has been the focus of several studies exploring its impact on blood vessels and circulation. Researchers have found that its high concentration of antioxidants may help slow the buildup of plaque along artery walls. These antioxidants work like tiny shields, protecting the delicate lining of the arteries from damage caused by oxidative stress. Some findings also suggest that people who consume pomegranate juice regularly may experience better blood flow because the juice helps the arteries stay more flexible instead of becoming stiff and narrow. This combination of smoother circulation and reduced oxidative stress is one reason pomegranate juice continues to grab attention in discussions about natural heart support. But pomegranate isn't the only drink that has caught the interest of scientists. Beetroot juice has become a major focus as well, thanks to its rich supply of natural nitrates. When these nitrates enter the body, they convert into nitric oxide, a compound that helps relax and widen blood vessels. This relaxation effect can lead to improved circulation, lower blood pressure, and better oxygen delivery throughout the body. People who drink beetroot juice often notice subtle changes like more stamina or warmer hands and feet, which can be signs of improved blood flow. Research continues to explore how nitrate rich foods benefit vascular health, but the early results are promising. Green tea is another drink that appears in many scientific discussions about heart and artery support. It's filled with antioxidants called catechins, which may help lower levels of LDL, the bad cholesterol responsible for contributing to plaque formation. Lower LDL means fewer harmful particles floating in the bloodstream, which can reduce the chances of plaque sticking to artery walls. Green tea's antioxidants may also help calm oxidative stress and reduce inflammation, two major factors that influence how arteries age over time. Many people drink green tea for weight management or energy, but its potential heart benefits have become an equally strong reason for its popularity. However, despite all these encouraging results, experts emphasize one important point. No drink, not pomegranate, beetroot, green tea, or any other has been proven to completely clear blocked arteries on its own. These drinks can support the process by reducing inflammation, improving blood flow, and protecting artery walls, but they cannot reverse serious blockages. That kind of improvement requires medical treatment, lifestyle changes, or a combination of both. Still, these drinks offer natural support that can help the body function more smoothly, especially when used consistently as part of a healthier routine. If you want to make this one cup drink genuinely useful for your heart and arteries, the key is not complicated, it's consistency. 1 cup of pure, unsweetened pomegranate juice each day is enough for most people to experience its supportive effects over time. The drink isn't meant to be gulped like a soda or chugged like an energy drink. It works best when taken slowly, almost like a daily ritual. Some prefer it in the morning to start the day with a burst of antioxidants. Others like it in the evening as a calming, refreshing end to the day. What matters most is choosing a time you can stick with, because the body responds to steady habits far more than occasional attempts. But drinking this juice alone won't turn your arteries spotless. It's one helpful piece of a much bigger picture. If someone drinks pomegranate juice every day but continues eating heavy, oily processed foods, the benefits shrink dramatically. The same goes for people who stay inactive or smoke regularly. These habits place enormous pressure on the arteries, making it harder for any natural drink, no matter how antioxidant rich, to make a noticeable difference. A balanced diet filled with vegetables, fruits, whole grains, and healthy fats creates an environment where your drink can actually work the way it's supposed to. Even small changes like reducing fried foods or lowering sugar intake can multiply the effects of your daily cup. Movement also plays a huge role. You don't need intense gym sessions or extreme workouts. A simple walk for 20 to 30 minutes a day is enough to boost circulation, reduce stress, and help keep arteries flexible. When your body moves, blood flows more freely, and the nutrients from your drink are carried to where they're needed most. Combining moderate exercise with your daily cup creates a powerful routine that supports your heart in multiple ways. Avoiding smoking is equally important because smoking damages artery walls faster than almost anything else. Every cigarette tightens blood vessels and increases inflammation, the exact opposite of what you want when you're trying to protect your arteries. Most importantly, understand that results take time. You won't feel your arteries clearing the next day or even the next week. This isn't a quick fix or a magic solution. Instead, think of your daily cup as a small deposit into your long term health. Each day you drink it, you're giving your body antioxidants, anti inflammatory compounds, and natural support that quietly works in the background. Over weeks and months, these small choices create real changes. Your energy may improve, your blood pressure may settle, and your circulation may feel smoother. The key is patience, consistency, and the understanding that supporting your heart is a journey, 1 cup, one choice, 1 day at a time. When people hear about a natural drink that may support artery health, the first question they often ask is, if this is so helpful, why don't doctors talk about it more? The answer is not simple. Heart disease is one of the most complex conditions in the human body. Arteries don't clog because of a single reason, and they don't improve from a single action. Genetics play a role. Stress plays a role. Sleep, hormones, diet, exercise, age, all of these shape what happens inside your blood vessels. So when doctors give advice, they must consider the whole picture, not just one drink or ingredient. That's why doctors tend to focus on broad lifestyle changes rather than pointing to a single solution. Another reason is the difference between small studies and large long term clinical trials. Many of the positive results we hear about, improved blood flow, reduced oxidative stress, healthier artery walls, come from smaller studies with limited participants. These studies are promising, but they aren't large enough to declare a guaranteed effect for everyone. For doctors to confidently recommend something as a treatment, they need strong evidence from big multi-year trials involving thousands of people. Those types of studies are expensive, time-consuming, and not often done on natural foods or drinks because they don't generate profit the way pharmaceutical research does. As a result, the scientific world has pieces of the puzzle, but not the full picture. Doctors also worry about people misunderstanding the message. When someone hears that a drink might help support artery health, it can quickly turn into this drink clears arteries fast. That's where the danger begins. Serious blockages inside arteries cannot be undone by juice, tea, herbs, or any natural remedy alone. Once plaque becomes thick and hardened, medical treatments and sometimes surgery are the only reliable options. If someone believes a drink will fix everything, they may delay treatment, change nothing else about their lifestyle, and continue habits that make the problem worse. Doctors try to avoid anything that might create false hope or encourage people to skip necessary care. There's also the issue of marketing and exaggerated claims. Many products online promise miracles, claiming they can melt away plaque or clean arteries overnight. These bold promises make doctors skeptical of any natural remedy, even the ones supported by real science. They've seen how misinformation spreads, and they know that many people fall for quick fixes instead of long term habits. So, doctors prefer to stay cautious and emphasize what is proven, not what is trending. Still, this doesn't mean the drink has no value. It simply means its role is supportive, not curative. Natural compounds can help reduce inflammation, improve circulation, and protect artery walls, especially when paired with a healthy lifestyle. But calling any drink a magic cure is where the controversy begins, and that's why many doctors avoid speaking about it in dramatic terms. As we wrap this up, remember this: a simple cup a day drink can absolutely support your artery health, especially when paired with smarter daily choices. Tiny habits add up, and over time, they can help your body become more resilient, more energized, and better protected. But it's important to stay grounded. This isn't a magic fix or an overnight cure. Think of it as one helpful tool in a much bigger heart health plan. Real improvements come from consistency, eating whole, fresh foods, moving your body, managing stress, and staying away from smoking or anything that puts extra strain on your heart. These lifestyle choices work together like pieces of the same puzzle, and this drink is just one of those pieces. And if you already deal with high blood pressure, cholesterol issues, blocked arteries, or any heart related condition, don't skip professional guidance. Always talk to your doctor or cardiologist before making big changes. They know your medical history, your risks, and what's safest for your body. Nothing in this video replaces expert medical advice. It simply gives you an empowering natural tool to support your journey. If this video helped you understand your heart health a little better, then go ahead and hit that like button. It really supports the channel. And make sure you subscribe for more simple science-based health and nutrition tips that you can actually use in everyday life. Now, I want to hear from you. Will you try this drink daily? Drop your answer in the comments. I'm excited to see what you think.